Throughout human history, countless structures have been built. Yet some of them still remain shrouded in mystery, even after thousands of years. Questions about who moved the massive stone blocks, how they were transported, and why they were built this way are still debated today. Now, I'm taking you on a fascinating journey to discover the world's 10 most mysterious ancient structures. Moai statues, Easter Island. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean, on a small island, mysterious giant stone statues rise. These statues, called Moai, stand over 4 meters tall and weigh tons, making them one of the most impressive creations in human history. More than 900 of them are scattered across the island. But how were these massive stones carved, and how were they transported for kilometers? Some believe they were dragged, while others suggest they were walked using special techniques. Yet, the exact method remains unknown. The purpose of the Moai is also debated. Were they built to honor ancestors, for religious ceremonies, or as symbols of power? Whatever the reason, these silent giants of Easter Island remain one of the world's greatest mysteries. Stonehenge, England. In the Salisbury Plain of England stands a mysterious monument where massive stones rise in a circular formation, Stonehenge. Believed to have been built around 5,000 years ago, this structure is still filled with unanswered questions. Some of the stones, weighing up to 25 tons, were brought here from hundreds of kilometers away. But how? And why were they arranged in this way? Some researchers interpret it as an observatory, while others see it as a center for religious rituals. Yet the definitive answer remains unknown. Stonehenge continues to be one of the greatest mysteries in human history. Nazca Lines, Peru. In the arid deserts of Peru stretch mysterious drawings, hundreds of meters long. Birds, animals, geometric patterns. These giant figures, known as the Nazca Lines, can only be fully seen from the air. Believed to have been created around 2,000 years ago, their purpose is still debated. Some say they were symbols dedicated to sky gods, while others interpret them as a calendar or astronomical markers. Formed by altering the color of the stones on the desert surface, these designs have survived to this day despite the harsh forces of nature. The Nazca Lines showcase both the creativity of humanity and its unsolved mysteries. Göbeklitepe, Turkey. Located in Sanliurfa, Turkey, Göbeklitepe is a discovery that has virtually rewritten human history. Dating back 12,000 years, this site is considered the oldest known monumental temple complex. The animal figures and symbols carved into the massive stone pillars suggest that this was not an ordinary settlement, but a place used for religious rituals. What's most astonishing is that Göbeklitepe was built at a time when humans were still living as hunter-gatherers. How such a magnificent structure was constructed before the advent of agriculture and urbanization remains unknown. Göbeklitepe continues to stand as one of the greatest mysteries of human history. Egyptian pyramids, Giza. Rising on the Giza plateau of Egypt, the pyramids have remained one of humanity's greatest mysteries for thousands of years. The pyramids of Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure continue to inspire awe with their flawless geometry and colossal stone blocks. Some of these blocks weigh up to 70 tons and are known to have been transported from quarries hundreds of kilometers away. But how were these monumental structures built? What techniques did the ancient Egyptians use to achieve such an extraordinary feat of engineering? Their precise alignment with astronomical points only deepens the enigma. Far more than simple tombs, these structures reveal what humanity can accomplish through knowledge, belief, and determination, while still leaving us with unanswered questions that spark endless curiosity. Machu Picchu, Peru. High in the peaks of the Andes, hidden among the clouds, lies a city, Machu Picchu. Built in the 15th century by the Inca Empire, this ancient site sits 2,400 meters above sea level. With its flawless stonework, agricultural terraces, and temples, It is considered one of the brightest examples of Inca engineering. Yet, why it was built in such an inaccessible place and for what purpose remains a subject of debate. Reintroduced to the Western world in 1911, Machu Picchu today stands both as a shared heritage of humanity and as a silent witness to a mysterious civilization rising atop the mountains. Teotihuacan, Mexico. In the heart of Mexico rises Teotihuacan, known as the City of the Gods. The massive pyramids of the sun and moon, along with perfectly planned avenues and temples, bear the marks of a mysterious civilization. Believed to have been founded in the 1st century BC, this city once housed hundreds of thousands of people. Yet who built it and why it was abandoned remain unknown. Archaeological findings suggest that Teotihuacan was both a religious and commercial center. But the city's sudden collapse still stands as an unsolved mystery. Today, Teotihuacan continues to preserve its grandeur, serving as one of the greatest enigmas in human history. Angkor Wat, Cambodia. In the heart of Cambodia's forests rises the world's largest temple complex, Angkor Wat. Built in the 12th century by the Khmer Empire, this immense structure is not only a place of worship but also a masterpiece of engineering. Believed to have been constructed by tens of thousands of workers, the temple was precisely aligned with celestial bodies. Yet, many questions remain shrouded in mystery. How were the massive stone blocks transported? By what techniques were the intricate carvings crafted with such detail? Hidden within the forest for centuries, Angkor Wat still carries the secrets of the past to this day. Petra, Jordan. Carved into the red cliffs of Jordan stands a magnificent city, Petra. Built around 2,000 years ago by the ancient Nabateans, this city is also known as the Rose City. With its colossal columns, temples, and theaters, it displays breathtaking grandeur. Yet its greatest mystery remains: how were these massive structures carved into the rock, and how was such engineering achieved? Petra was once both a crossroads of trade routes and a religious center. Over time, the city was abandoned, buried beneath the sands, and forgotten for centuries. Today, even though it has been brought back into the light, Petra still stands as a miracle silently guarding the secrets of the past. Baalbek, Lebanon. Located in Lebanon, the ancient city of Baalbek is one of the world's most mysterious structures, renowned for its colossal stone blocks. Some of the blocks in the temple complex weigh up to 800 tons. How these massive stones were cut, transported, and placed with such precision remains unknown. Although the Romans later expanded the site with their own buildings, the origins of the oldest and largest blocks go back much further. To some, it represents an extraordinary feat of engineering. To others, it is still an unsolved mystery. Baalbek stands as one of the greatest enigmas in human history. These structures, preserved from thousands of years ago to the present day, are filled with mysteries humanity has yet to solve. Some are pyramids rising to the sky, others are cities carved into stone. Each one is a mystery, each one a legacy. So, which of these do you think is the most mysterious? Let's meet in the comments.